Welcome, one and all, to Westview, the fictional town in which the fictional couple of Wanda and Vision are spending their fictional lives in a fictional show within a fictional show. Meta! The third episode is called Now in Color, and the previously on WandaVision recaps how there have been attempted intrusions into the world created by Wanda by SWORD, the Sentient World Observation and Response Department. These intrusions added a splash and dash of red in the otherwise black and white first and second episodes. In the first episode, there was the blinker on the Toastmate 2000, developed by Stark Industries. And in the second episode, there was the red toy helicopter with the SWORD logo on it, as well as the red blood on Dottie's hand. The character of Geraldine's introduction is also recapped, meaning that she is going to play a good role in this episode and upcoming ones. In the wider MCU reality, Geraldine is actually Monica Rambeau, the daughter of Maria Rambeau, the best friend of Captain Marvel. With the previously out of the way, the Marvel Studios logo in color sets up the introduction to episode 3 of WandaVision. Let's see what director Matt Shakman has in store for us in this episode. Be warned, spoilers alert! The explosion of color on our screen fits the name of the episode, Now in Color. The opening clip shows a pregnant Wanda and to-be father Vision caper about town doing usual hippie parent things, sharing soft serves, riding a tandem bike, buying baby booty, along with appearances from most of the supporting cast. The title of the episode says in color, like the Technicolor logos of years past. The show begins in an entirely new set, putting the couple in a duple home, and there is a doctor in attendance who is just as condescending as the slightly sexist doctors of the 70s. The 70s reminds me of that 70s show. Right off the bat, Vision seems pretty aware that this pregnancy is not normal. He comments that only 12 hours have passed since Wanda showed the first signs of being pregnant in their make-believe reality. Of course, he is stopped from realizing that it actually is make-believe by Wanda's creativity. Because in the second episode, Wanda had said a firm no to the beekeeper-styled outfitted man climbing out of the sewer to disrupt their reality. The doctor in attendance goes off for a holiday to Bermuda, of all places, with his missus. And while seeing him off, Vision sees his neighbor Herb cutting through the garden wall. His neighbor's bizarre behavior kind of reaffirms my suspicion that the characters who are secondary in this plotline made up by Wanda are actually SWORD operatives who are somehow caught inside Wanda's make-believe reality. Or they could be normal people who just got caught up in Wanda's flow of reality and are now trying to break on through to the real side. By the time Vision returns inside, Wanda is further along in the pregnancy. And as they set up the baby's room with a butterfly mobile that comes to life, Wanda hits the 6-month mark in the pregnancy. Vision quotes William Shakespeare, "All the world's a stage, and all men and women merely players." Quite apt writing by Mrs. Megan McDonnell. Please do accept this humble fan's huge kudos. Back downstairs in the kitchen, Wanda's Braxton Hicks contraction causes huge power surges and spares Phil, their neighbor, from having to answer that most diabolical question of all time asked by significant others. Do these fill in the blanks make me look fat? But now, on a serious note, as serious as you can be when you're talking about the first show that is kicking off Marvel's Phase 4, this next bit reaffirms my belief that Wanda is making up all this world without the knowledge of Vision. Or, to put it more precisely, without Vision having anything to do with it. What happens is, Vision starts to wonder about the townspeople finding out their secret and says outright that, "I think there is something wrong here." But Wanda resets time instantly, not like the tape rewind in episode 2. And Vision immediately responds totally differently. Zero suspicion and with near vision. Puns. I love having a little fun now and then with words. Immediately after Vision commits to maintaining Wanda's subterfuge, Wanda's water breaks and that brings down a downpour. Cut to the third advertisement of the series, one per episode. This time it's another Hydra product that claims escape to a world all your own, where your problems just float away. The Hydra Soak Luxury Bath Powder is apparently for the goddess within, and for times when you wanna get away but you don't wanna go anywhere. Also, this is a good time to mention that Agent Coulson in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. went through this sort of a phase in which he thought Hydra was putting out a brainwashing soap for the masses. As Vision rushes to get the doc at super speed, Geraldine rings the bell. In her era-appropriate wardrobe and sporting an afro, like Herb, the wall/hedge trimming neighbor. Foxy details. Usual hanky-pranky, laugh-track triggering events occur, stopped or topped by a stork that refuses to get deconjured, even though Wanda tries to get rid of it in a red mist over and over again. But Geraldine is fixated on her workplace anecdote. And finally, the stork goes back into the baby's room, where there are now 2 cribs. Lo and behold, the occupants of the cribs arrive in a flurry of Wanda's powers, with Geraldine helping to deliver the first and Vision the second. The doc, whom Vision flew in for the delivery, and Geraldine, who was conveniently on hand for the delivery, congratulate the new parents. But how long could this new phase of happiness last? Because nothing is as it seems in WandaVision, even when it's in color. Geraldine, or Monica Rambeau as we can finally call her, seemingly sparks an off-limits memory in Wanda's brain by mentioning the first in-universe MCU reference, Ultron. If you would like to see my review of Avengers Age of Ultron, check out the link in the description below, and if you've subscribed already, thank you so much. If you haven't, now would be an awesome match time to hit that subscribe button and ding-a-ling that notification bell like Geraldine did. The unsavory mention of Ultron, especially in relation to her dead brother Pietro, causes Wanda to cast Geraldine out of her mind and therefore out of Westview. Geraldine is thrown out violently and lands in a flurry of sword operatives swooping in on her with helicopters and SUVs. During the ejection of Monica from the Westview world, I almost said Westworld right there, the format of the television changes from old-timey square to the modern widescreen format. I guess we will be looking at a more modern version of WandaVision in the next episode, episode 4, coming this Friday. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you all again when episode 4 drops.